Today we have Mr. Aditya Alfaaz, who is the founder of LoopFeed AI, and it's a really exciting day for me because I wanted to have a podcast with him for so long, and finally, uh, he's here, and we can get to know from him about his company and what inspired him to start this entity LoopFeed AI, his whole journey, and he would be sharing his own useful insights about what he learned from his initial years of being in the industry or learning new stuff from a place where he was working in a corporate to where he is now. So Aditya, go ahead. I would like to hear from you what your journey and uh, just take the mic.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. So, thank you so much, Tanmay. My name is Aditya Kumar, and I am the founder of LoopFeed AI. We build AI systems that mostly capture leads and do automation systems for the businesses like WhatsApp, chatbots, AI voice agents, or custom back systems to the businesses. Most businesses because don't lose customer because their product is bad. They mostly lose their business because nobody replies to them to their leads at time. So my main goal was starting in UFID here was to fix those things by using AI. I'm currently based in Lucknow and building clients across India and also working with some international clients. So if I have to talk to you about my journey, I'm a self-taught builder. I learned by shipping the real products, not just by joining some courses,
Clear.
which most of the people are selling these days. I started automating my own workflows. I even created a trading bot for my own self. And before I made any money into this business, I just automated everything whichever I can, even in my own company.
So, Aditya, you have quite a lot of uh, good memories from your own uh, journey, what we say, because you came from a place where you were not having an initial background with the technology, but you had to put things into place by yourselves, and doing that had put you in a place where you thought it would be better, or it you had that capacity that you could take things to the next level where you could serve other companies with their own problems, building similar products for them which you could do by yourselves. So that's something that I found out from your answer. So Aditya, just tell me how it all started. What was your first product like, and what made you think or go that I can go beyond this or beyond my current limitations to make something, you know, which I had not made or not done earlier. Like everyone faces this struggle. Like after an initial set of years from an education point of view, students are put under a funnel. They have to follow a certain path, and most of them, like 80 or 90% of the people out there, they would think from a lens that something might seem impossible for themselves, but they say, okay, if that guy has done it, there would be one person who would say maybe he was gifted or talented, or I don't know how he did it, I can't do it. But someone would else thinks in a manner that, okay, it could be that something is achievable in a structured way, but nobody knows how to lay that structure for themselves. So initially, what was the things that had were falling into places that made that path clear for you?
So This is a very good question, actually, that most of the people think that they can also start their business. And I believe that they can do their own businesses. Even myself has worked almost from 2.5 years in corporate world, and I have graduated in 2022. And in my whole family, my family members are doing exceptionally well in their jobs and their career. But my family does not come from a business background. Okay.
Hmm.
So no
Hmm.
one in my family has done any kind of business here. So the main challenge that I have faced is the pressure of the family when you quit a job, when you try to break the circle, then you try to break the chains. I don't say that I am from a middle class family or a poor family. I come from a very stable and good family. Okay. So the thing which inspired me, you can say, is I believe that which is control and leverage. A job caps what you can learn per month, okay? But building things by yourself is there is no cap in it. And when I saw this AI wave made it now or New Year onwards. So basically, if someone thinks that he can learn anything from scratch, then trust me, into the today's world, it is very easy to learn anything. But the thing you have to negotiate is your time. For the first time, one person can have all the tools in the world and he can make anything he wants. But still, it's the same era like from many past years. Hammer, chisels, nails are still available in the market. But if you hand over those tools to someone and say, please make me an wooden chair, then it
Yeah.
will be not possible. So this is the same thing like with AI tools. The tools are available in the market, but you have to get expertise in that. You, you have to get habitual with them. You have to understand them that how these things will work. And on the teaching end, like, I just believe that I don't teach anybody or I don't sell my courses. I basically provide business solutions. But in today's world, learning anything is very, very easy if you are committed to give your time.
Yeah. So one thing that I really found out and saw from many of them out there is that you didn't think about selling them at such, but you focused more toward to building the solution and finding your niche. That's that's true, I think. So because selling them outright puts most of us in a place where whoever we are selling to gets a bit skeptic about the product, or he does not know if the product is actually right for you for himself. So Aditya, what if I had to ask you the kind of work that LoopFeed AI does? Is there something that you would like to share? Like, what's the crown on the jewel that you guys serve to the companies, and you feel, okay, this is what we do, which is common to most of the products or most of the solutions, and this is our flagship, what we serve, what might not be as easily accessible by your competitors or anyone who thinks that he provides a similar service.
Okay, so the moment I have started this company, I didn't know anything about business. I learned everything by myself first. I was my own client in my own company when I started. I started automating content, I started capturing leads, I started outreach to the world. We have recently built a CRM system for real estate businesses because most of the real estate agencies lose their leads when a broker doesn't reply to them.
Mm.
Sorry. To solve that problem, we have created a CRM system and automated it using AI so that every lead gets captured and replied by an AI so that agency does not lose leads. And our system, we named it Prop Dash AI. It is a CRM for real estate agency which is equipped with AI and it is doing very well in the market right now because we have found those gaps where most of the CRMs are not focusing on. And I noticed the same gap in every local business I talk to. Like they miss their missing calls, and once they are missing calls, their business are not picking their calls again. So the moment it clicked in my mind that realizing that tech was ready in the market and all kind of tech can be made easily right now.
Mm-hmm.
So what value am I providing to the market? Or even I'm providing any value to the market or not? So
Okay.
when I realized this, especially in tier two cities, I had nobody with me to discuss the things, to consult the gaps between them. Everyone is building AI right now. So while doing this business in Lucknow right now, I try to talk to a lot of people and discussing about those gaps. I never try to chase my clients just by offering them some pages that we take these kind of agents and you can just start doing it. No, I literally try to understand what gaps can be filled actually by using it. So when I did that, I realized many things, and that's why I think was the foundation of building the CRM for the real estate itself.
So that's really interesting. S- The one thing that I can see that's as easy as it might sound to someone who hears it, it must have been challenging. There must be points in your journey where you must have felt like maybe I've hit a blockage which needs some serious mm, thought or serious consideration, or you must have reached points where you it would have taken a lot of grit to actually solve your something for your own. For most people, it's like getting their first client. Like if someone is out there and he's the first time founder of a startup, the most common challenge for most of them is get landing that first job or first gig for them. So, do you like to share a bit about how was that for you? Your journey getting your first client?
So I think on landing on my first client, I think that was the part where you could say that providing a solution is not a product, but making trust is the real product thing. Nobody doubts the AI work. They will doubt if you can deliver it or not. A one-person company selling automation has to prove reliability before anything else. And again, I'm repeating that selling in tier two cities, educating the market before you can sell into it. Half of the sales calls is like free AI calls that are receiving by and some outbound agent these days. And doing everything alone at first is and was hard very well. So like sales, delivery, follow-ups, contents. Also, you have to market yourself in the market. The irony wasn't on me. I was selling, doing follow-ups, making automations while capturing more leads, trying to find more clients. So I automated my own pipeline. So you can say like in LoopFeed AI, it's me working and I have few members in my team, but they are mostly AI agents who are doing work on my behalf. And if, for example, if you say that my human team size is 5 members, and so there are almost 50 AI agents that are working for me in my company for hopeful AI. But the pattern which I have noticed is that you always have to take follow-ups from your clients. Like you have to take a follow-up on day 3, then you have to take a follow-up on day 7. After every call, I lost some of my serious clients because I didn't do that at the very first place. Then I realized from my own mistakes, and then I never waited for anyone, and I just started doing everything from scratch again and again, unless and until I found out that now this system is working for me.
Coming to that part where I really enjoy to start getting bits of insights from you. So, another direct question for you would be, do you know about any objective findings, like ha- what kind of mistakes are there which someone would might uh, fall for easily as a first time founder, that you would advise people to stay away from? Like, uh, if some if someone was totally blind to the field, you could say maybe this or this are the things that most beginners fall into, which they must avoid.
So I think just if I have to suggest that avoid some mistakes is that the one advice I want to say that and the mistake that no one should do is that the waiting to feel ready. Okay. I have never once felt ready when I started this. Most of the people think they will start things when they feel ready. But ready, being feel ready is not a thing. It's the moment you start, then the things started to happen. Because you can say some people spend their days, weeks, months waiting that I will learn, then I will start, or I will feel ready when I'll start. But don't overcomplicate your life. Don't overcomplicate the things because everyone thinks like I will rest in the time when I will tell everything, when I will do everything. But in that process, most of the people lose themselves as a person. They lose the connections with their friends, with their family, and around. And still they say that I don't feel ready to start. So always keep the courage to start things over and over again. And always start doing the things, start learning the things. Once you start executing, there is no going back. And whenever the times get tougher, just realize that you have already gone far from the point you have started. So just don't go back and never quit.
Aditya, what I can say from your answer that I got is that I think these words are coming from practicality and wisdom both. Because what you touched, the point you touched was very precise. You had hit that hammer on the nail itself. Because what said that people wait for the right moment to happen, but they don't make the moment happen. Correct? So they just wait that someday they would be in a position that the things would be getting easier, but nobody wants to start now. Wants to start from zero or whatever they have. So I really like your answer because it's totally grounded in truth. Nothing like people say over. Like your own approach is reflected in your own answer as well. It's not a complicated, it's a simple answer, yet it's overlooked by around 80%, I would say. And we are at a point that now I would have to ask a few rapid fire questions. Don't think too much before answering because it's a fun segment. So the first question is coffee or tea for you?
Tea. I love tea. I'm a tea person, and no morning doesn't start without tea.
Wow. And do you prefer that masala tea or a plain one? Because I really like masala with my tea.
Yeah, I like masala tea too, but I like my tea with ginger in it, a lot of it.
Okay. Okay. So the second question is books or podcasts?
Uh, what should I say? I have wrote a book and I'm doing the podcast right now, so I can say both. But
So you
if I have to
should.
pick one, it's yes.
So now I would suggest you to, after we end with this, go back and read a book while listening to a podcast. Okay. So are you a morning person or a night person?
I am a night person. I have built everything in now and after weekend.
Okay. Night person or a night owl? There's a difference. Like,
I can't sleep in night. If I
okay.
yeah.
So, well, this is a question which is a rapid fire, but let me elaborate. Build versus perfect. Like, do you just start with the things, make it better, or do you want things to be perfect at that moment you have an image?
So just build, start building because the idea of being perfect is just same as being fascinating. And perfect is just procrastination wearing a suit, I guess.
Correct. It's like procrastination was really glorified, really packaged into mm, a sweet form or a virtuous form. But there is no such thing as a perfect. Uh, things will need improvement every now and then. So, one AI tool that you can't live without, personally,
Not
Claude. Wow, that's the answer for most of them out there because it does more a lot of work. One founder that you admire.
uh, I admire you can say Elon Musk because he's the guy who doesn't care about anything but his goals.
Yeah,
And his goals are ridiculous and he's still working on it day on end.
and Aditya, why I would say he became the role model or the poster guy for most of the founders out there is that he actually makes the problem visible to the world. So even if he's not working towards it, any competition is working towards it. So the problem gets addressed anyhow. Like when he decided that okay, I would go to Mars one day. There was Amazon following with their own version or Virgin Mobile came along. So that's really good to start that whole ecosystem of people just even if you lag behind like some people say BYD really frost Tesla but he gets into any sector or he makes the things more visible or ecosystem more accessible towards everyone like everyone starts thinking and take care could do something similar. Okay, so one word that describes your journey till now from the point that you had or decided to do something apart from your regular job. Compounding. That's really important, and that too in a positive manner. Not in a ratio should not be in less than one. At least one. Okay. So and just very small advice for I think we had covered this, but in the rapid fire itself, if you could give a very short advice for a budding entrepreneur.
Just start before you are ready. The readiness comes from starting.
Okay, Aditya, I really like talking with you, and I think we're heading towards the end of the podcast. But before closing, I would really like to learn more about what's next for LoopFeed AI for your own company. What you are currently doing right now, what's the next thing that you see happening?
So I think I have already shared many of the things, but what we are going to do next, or you can say within few months, is that we are going to build customized RAG solutions, which is retrieval augmented generation. Basically, a database of your own company, considering all the policies and the guardrails into it. So whenever a new AI agent or new system introduces a new work system, it can be automatically can be teached around your company. So we are currently starting to build those systems for the businesses.
So, I mean, I think you are really taking it to the next level because RAG means scaling things a bit because it works with parallel pipelines. I think, yeah. So, another thing is that how from where you see yourselves in the future. What's next for you in the coming 5 years in your head that you see for yourselves?
I honestly wonder this thing too about myself, that where I'll
Okay.
going to be in next 5 years, because this thought is very wonderful from the one side, but it is very, you can say, wondering or exploring too, because being a founder is a journey where you cannot even decide where your destiny will take you. Okay. So the thing I'm thinking that this company Loopfield AI is now my default workplace, and the company a business calls when they heard about the AI and want it actually working for the Notre Dame. And personally, I believe I will be somewhere still building the things, because it's in my blood that I love to build things, I love to create things. So from the next 5 years from now, I believe I'll be building more things. I will be working, and because the goal was of starting this company too, the goal was never to skip work, but it was to make the work which can be compounded over it.
Yeah.
So 5 years from now, we will have some kind of agents who can do everything on behalf, or even you can say someday one humanoid robot will be standing just behind your back.
Huh. And what I would like to add to that is that I'm wearing my regular lenses right now. But if there were some sunglasses, I would put them on because we are talking about the future and your future looks really bright. Loopfeed AI looks really bright, and I don't have sunglasses right now, so that's a bit uncomfortable for me. Uh, and Aditya, it was very nice speaking with you. Before we close, just give a brief of how, if anyone wishes to connect with you, how he could do that.
So if you want to connect with me personally, you can search me on Instagram. My username is Aditya X Creates. And if you want to explore my website, it is basically loopfeedai.in. And this is the same handle everywhere on every platform. You can find me that too. So yeah, you can connect me on
I was
Instagram. We
mostly
can.
asking regarding how the different platforms and so
Yes, yes. I was
yeah,
just thinking that.
no, I know that. So Aditya, it was really positive and it was really good talking to you. It was filled with insights, wisdom, and I really liked how you manage things coming from a place where you were working full time to a place where you are right now. You really brought down your whole journey into steps, or maybe say words of wisdom where someone can't overlook them. So, thank you, Aditya, for being this podcast, and all the best for the future.
Thank you so much, Tanmay. It was a very nice talking to you, Tanmay, and thank you so much.